We've gone over a lot of ports, so check out those videos on the channel, but let's talk about the ones we have here. TCP port 80 is assigned to what? Well, we're going to focus on 2 ports in this video, and that's because they're kind of related. It's a little hint if you don't know the answer. But let's look at bottom to top. LDAP, or Lightweight Directory Access Protocol. It's exactly what it sounds like you're doing. You're looking through different directories when you're on a network. So you're going to go through this port to do so, TCP port 80. And you're wanting to use TCP instead of UDP. TCP, by the way, is Transmission Control Protocol. UDP is User Datagram Protocol. UDP is faster, lightweight, but can't have big packet sizes, is not very reliable. So anyways, back to LDAP. LDAP is going to use TCP and UDP ports 389, and it uses both because if you want to search a directory, you want to search it fast. But if you want to pull a file out of the directory, you're going to want it to be reliable. So you would use TCP. You'd want a reliable connection to that. So that would be for LDAP, not our answer. IMAP. IMAP is kind of like POP3, where you're receiving email from a server. Now, POP3 is going to be port 110, TCP port 110. IMAP is going to be a lot higher. It's going to be port 143. That is our IMAP. Now, we have Hypertext Transfer Protocol over TLS and SSL. TLS is Transport Socket Layer, and SSL is Secure Socket Layer. SSL came before TLS, so TLS is, we're kind of replacing the predecessor, which is SSL. And this secures HTTP. It makes it a secure transmission. And HTTP is basically you click on a web browser for it to give you the information. The HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, goes to that website server, grabs the information, and then displays it on the screen. It's pretty much what's happening. So, port 80 is which of those? It's either HTTP or HTTPS. Well, HTTP in my head comes before HTTPS because, hey, it's just one less character, right? And it's unsecured before secured. So it's going to be port 80. But the only way you would know that is if you knew what port the HTTPS is on. And it's important to keep in mind that HTTPS is on port 443. Now, it took me a while to remember that, and that's kind of what you're just going to have to do. I don't really know a great way to remember it. If you do, leave me a comment below. But, yep, TCP port 80 is going to be for HTTPS, and TCP port 443 is HTTPS.